Free Comedy Friday is rolling along here with a longtime friend of the show.
Yes.
He's been around since day one. He's performing at the La Jolla Comedy Store this weekend. Sam Tripoli, back hanging out in studio. What's
Good
up,
to be
Sam?
back in the dojo.
We need you, man. We need you.
Good to know I'm getting old, and I am getting old.
Well, we are too.
with us,
so,
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
No.
We're wiser.
I always feel like when you're young, you watch television or movies, and they just make old people look miserable.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you, it's wonderful. I know I know it's like, oh, I'm old, but dude,
Sam?
no pressure.
I'm 46. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
I couldn't agree more. I'm 47,
Yeah.
and
There you
it's
go.
never been better.
Yeah, seriously, that's not a joke. And we used to look when I was young. I'd think of 46 and be like, "Oh, they're like almost gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, what misery! Like
Right.
I can never be." No, it's great.
Dude, I went, I love coming on this channel because I love rock.
Yeah.
I love rock, man. And it's like, good luck finding a rock station in Los Angeles. And so I come down here and it was great. And like, as I'm getting older, the bands I listen to are getting older.
Yes.
So I went and saw Tool and it was wonderful.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell
Right?
yeah.
And the best part about Tool is collectively, this whole group of people that are all mostly in their 40s, maybe 50,
Yeah.
we all agreed to sit down and enjoy the
That's
concert.
amazing.
Oh, that's a
That's
great
amazing.
agreement.
Right? That's the
Oh,
best.
oh,
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that.
Like when they announced that Motley Crue, Poison, and Def
Yeah.
Leppard are going to tour, I was like, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I got to make that agreement with everybody in my section.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine for 3 bands I'm standing up.
Yeah.
I can't rock that hard.
It'll all start like this. And I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Sit back
just
down.
no mosh pits anymore.
No.
Just say,
Come
I
on,
paid
bro.
for this ticket. I want to sit down.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
I'd like to be comfortable, Sam. Sorry.
So
Kill
like
me.
a year and a half ago, I went and watched Die Antwoord at at the Palladium. And if you don't know them, they're a South African hip hop rap duo. They're like
Wow.
dating,
Okay.
and it's all the millennials. It's a millennial thing,
Yeah,
and I got into them, so I really enjoy. And dude, you go there, everybody's on Molly and bisexual. That's what I've learned.
Yes.
That's what the kids are into.
Yeah, of course.
Bisexual Molly
Yeah,
trips.
whatever.
Yeah. Like people are grinding. I'm like, dude, I'm out of this game. Your parents, what are your parents thinking?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's a lot of fun to be back on your show.
Great, man. Sam performing at the La Jolla Comedy Store this weekend. Now, Sam, I follow you on Twitter, and so I'm scrolling through my timeline yesterday, and I see something, and it doesn't make sense to me. You posted that you've been kicked off YouTube.
Huh?
My channel, which has gotten up to 72,000 subscribers, and I
Great.
think that number's funny math.
Okay.
I woke up and it was just deleted. It was gone. It's not there
What'd you
anymore.
do?
All the videos. Well, I didn't know. I didn't even get any. I'm like, why did they kick me off?
Yeah,
And like,
so you don't know.
everyone's like, did you get any warnings? Any strikes? I got no strikes. No strikes.
Wow.
Really?
And then later on, I'm going through my emails and. There's an email from YouTube creators, and it says, due to multiple strikes, we're going to delete your channel. And here's what they said, that I was pushing, this is very interesting wording here. I was pushing both illegal and regulated products, prescriptions without, pharmaceuticals without, prescription. Now, the very interesting statement there is both illegal and regulated, which is everything. There's nothing that doesn't fall under that. So it's like it's such a broad term, and then selling it without a prescription. So basically what I broke it down is that they're either talking about Blue Chew, which is a men enhancement boner thing,
We
We
advertised
talked.
for that.
about Blue Chew.
or they're talking about CBD,
Yeah.
Which we also
which everybody talks
Yeah.
about.
You can buy CBD at Albertsons now.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they talking about?
And my new thing, which is combining both, which is called high and hard, where you just get rock hard, stoned out of your skull, Which is going to help traffic because when I get high, I get really paranoid and horny at the same time. I never leave my house. I just stare at the door and think bisexual lizard people are coming. But what's really scary about it is I got no strikes.
Yeah.
I got
No warning,
zero
no heads up.
strikes. They just wiped it off. And like the bottom line is the scariest thing because, well, they also said I put links to other products, which is simply my
website?
sponsors.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
here's my promo code. Check it out. Right. And
Yeah.
I didn't know that was gone. And I asked my YouTube guys, like, no, I've never heard of that being a rule. Now, what he told me is that like YouTube literally day to day changes the rules.
Their regulations.
So, like, if today there's a rule and you follow that rule, tomorrow that rule could be changed and then they could strike you for not following it. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't seem fair.
It doesn't seem like that's the problem with YouTube. It's like YouTube isn't just the share of the marketplace, it is the marketplace.
Right.
Yeah.
Which makes it very
They can do whatever they want.
So then the last line is like, and you are not allowed to create another channel, upload material to YouTube or anything like that, which sounds to me
What?
like it doesn't have anything to do with BlueChew, which is a wonderful sponsor, or any of the mail
So you just got the death penalty for no reason.
no reason.
How do you fight that?
Well,
Yeah, like who do you call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is
Johnny YouTube?
I
Like,
yeah, is there a
I've been
contact
told
number on YouTube?
There are YouTube lawyers that deal with this, but
Wow.
that's what we're going to go into. And like,
Lord.
without getting into the specific numbers, I got a contract from advertisers for like insane money for a guy who's been a dirty comic for like 26 years
Yeah.
and playing to two people. Now for this, now I'm selling out on the road and all this stuff. It's like to get this contract literally on the day that my YouTube gets deleted and my YouTube numbers are part of this contract.
Oh, dude, that's brutal.
Brutal.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that there was like a big uproar because a lot of people, this is their livelihood now. Like, this is their
yeah.
job. And so when YouTube changes the rules overnight, it's basically like you losing your job overnight and having no control over it.
None.
Yeah.
And it's like, good luck talking to somebody.
Yeah.
At
Who do you talk
Google.
to?
You're dealing with Mother AI, which is crazy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, man, the outpour has been amazing. Everybody
that's
from
nice.
like Joe Rogan,
good.
I mean, like all these humongous comics, Andrew Schultz, to like super independent journalists like Abby Martin, to conspiracy theorists like Jason Bermes, to Alex Jones, believe it or not, have all reached out and like the spectrum from right to left and they should be very nervous, and everybody should be very nervous because even though you may not be into conspiracy theories, you can understand that like there is a process, a due process of, hey, here's a strike, this is why you got strike, don't
Yeah.
do that again.
Right.
Yeah. And then you know.
And then you got, okay, I won't do that again. But
Well,
if-
the main problem too with YouTube and Facebook is that they're too big and there's no competition.
Right.
So you can't just go to another website and start uploading videos because it's not the same competition.
No, what
they have
about
a clear
MySpace?
monopoly.
MySpace.
I don't know if
you
MySpace is going
think
to work.
I'm crazy?
I don't know if MySpace
you
is going
think
to
it's
work. Eddie.
crazy?
What?
Have you been to MySpace lately?
No.
I actually
No.
have because I had to get
Justin
some
Timberlake
photos.
owns it, right? That's
Right?
all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know who's. Oh, someone said they resold it again. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh, okay.
But it is, dude. I've been thinking about posting my stuff to MySpace because the whole story is supposedly that the reason MySpace died is because the CIA went to Tom and they were like, "We want to collect the data," and Tom was like, "No, I'm not giving you that," and that's why they killed it off. A very
wow.
interesting story.
Yeah.
We'll get out getting too deep into conspiracies. And by the
Yeah, I
way,
love
come
it.
see me do comedy at the La Jolla Comedy
right,
Store
right,
right.
as I talk about bisexual lizard people. But is that the Pentagon had created a program called LifeLog, and LifeLog was this program that they were creating, which was going to collect your data for your whole entire life, right? So on February 4th, 2004, the Pentagon stopped the program. They ended it. Do you know what was basically established February 4th, 2004? Facebook.
Dude.
Stop with your theories. You freak me out, Sam, every
That's the
time.
best
So
conspiracy
look it
theories
up.
ever.
So
it's amazing.
it's very interesting. So both Facebook and YouTube have some seeds in some companies, and it's very interesting. So when you take a look at it, does the First Amendment apply to these things? And in a weird way, it does, because they got seed money from the U.S. government. So that is a whole thing. And, you're seeing like a real push towards like getting, people. There's a war on words right now. And, they went for certain people, like, regardless of what you think of Alex Jones, and I know that people have very, 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 very strong opinions on him. But we said this was going to happen. If they come for him, these are just the incremental steps to see how you react to this. And when nobody cared, now they're going to start swiping people. And in this election,
man.
it's an interesting time because people want to think it's business as usual in Washington, D.C. And I very much believe there's something going on there that's not business as usual.
Now, Sam, Sacha Baron Cohen just made big news because he just did a very passionate speech where he was going against these tech companies and almost encouraging them to censor and ban people. Basically saying, like, you're a restaurant. If you have a racist person spewing racist stuff in your restaurant, you can kick them out.
Yeah.
Why Facebook? Why, so it's kind of like you're talking about free speech.
Right.
But also, are we encouraging hate speech by allowing so much of it? Like, what do you think about what Sacha Baron Cohen said?
Well, what Sacha Baron Cohen has to take a look at is, like, for the longest time, like, censorship came from the right to the left, okay? So it was book burning. You couldn't get married if you were gay, interracial dating. We had all these lifestyles that were censored for the longest time. That's where censorship came, from the right to the left.
Right.
Now it's left to the right, and the left's like, do it because it's meanie stuff, but they don't understand that it will eventually come back around. And you always see it on TikTok. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
They're getting rid of any pro-gay lifestyle content on there. And the people are flipping out, but it's like, this is what you're asking for.
Ooh.
There are people on the internet, I'm not going to say their name because they're like Beetlejuice, but anytime I mention this person's name, he got wiped out, and I didn't defend him at that moment, and now they came for me. So it's just like, who decides what's hate speech? Who decides what's good or bad? Do you want the government deciding that? Do you want a person deciding that?
Good point.
And it's just like, listen, dude, if it's something so ridiculous, right? Why are you afraid? If it's so ridiculous, okay? YouTube listed flat Earth videos. They're going to get rid of flat Earth, and we can all have a laugh. And my best friend is a face of flat Earth, and so I'll defend his right to say that stuff, right?
Okay.
But if the notion of flat Earth is so crazy, why are you afraid of the videos being out? What about
Great
that?
point.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Yeah.
If the logic is so dumb, what are you afraid of? Because you're trying to control the thing. So if we look at the three videos that at one time YouTube said they were going to get away from, which was flat Earth, Holocaust denials, and home remedies, right? I think we can all agree Holocaust denial is something nobody wants to hear about, okay? Right. Flat Earth is obviously something everyone finds silly, okay? But you take a look at home remedies and, like, natural remedies, why are they getting rid of that?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because,
pharmaceutical money.
Yes, there we go. So now we start looking at everything.
I am loving every second of this, Sam.
What are they afraid of? That's the whole thing. Why are we afraid of? Like, you guys got to remember, man, book burning was real. And they told you if you read these books, God's going to hate you. So now it's not God's going to hate you. Now it's like feelings are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
If you put these out, feelings are going to get. We got to worry about people's feelings. But then if you take a look, I listen to a lot of, obviously I'm in conspiracy theories, and a big thing is Hollywood is demonizing white people, in particular white men, and. You see people openly, like when we had this guy Shane Gillis getting kicked off of Saturday Night Live for making Asian jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Why an Asian editor at the New York Times fully tweets white people should be murdered and gets a promotion. Those things are done to get us all to fight with each other. So why is one feelings like, dude, I tell people, man, it's like I'm from upstate New York, dude. You come with me, and my mother will bring you to the school where the kids go to school dirty, no clothes, no money for food, parents on drugs. Where am I talking about? Am I talking Southside Chicago or upstate New York? My point is that we're all more alike than we are different. Yeah. So we get people. I know this is great comedy, and everyone's going to come say it. The point is, it's like, who decides what is hate speech?
Well, you're going to actually get comedy from Sam.
Yes, you will.
At the La Jolla Comedy Store tonight, tomorrow night, and on Sunday.
I wanted to come in and talk about when I did shrooms at the World Series, and I'm watching the Houston Astros cheat.
Were they actually cheating?
Dude, for sure.
Okay.
Now, David Robbins helps them by putting in Yu Darvish, who got lit up. But, dude, it is a crazy thing, dude. It's like, well, first of all, anything to make baseball
more fun to watch.
I love baseball.
Yeah.
I get it. It's like chess, but everybody else thinks it's boring. Anything like scandals, they should release animal attacks on the field. Anything to
Tiger?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. You gotta check out Sam this weekend at the La Jolla Comedy Store. I always love when Sam comes in.
Yes.
That got deep. I liked it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
God.
Sam. Good to see you, man.